what happens in the test center, what all they ask, and what we did right before our exam, and much more coming up in this video. Today is your IELTS exam. You leave well in time in your own car. Traffic is on the higher side, causing you some delays. You reach the center to be told that parking is not available. After searching for some time, you finally get a place some distance away. Running to your center elevates your heartbeat, making you more nervous. Time is ticking away and you race towards the lift, only to realize that it does not stop on the floor where your center is located. Finally, after everything that can possibly go wrong, actually going wrong, you enter the center in nick of time. By the time you are already exhausted mentally and physically, and that will be reflected in your exam performance.
But wait a minute, did this actually happen?
No, this is everything that could have happened if we didn't check out the center beforehand.
This underlines why we should visit our test venues physically one day prior to our exam date. That is what we did. We got so much information which made our test experience smooth. There was no parking available, so we opted to go via Uber. There was a separate dedicated lift going to the exam site that helped us save precious last minutes. We got to know exactly how much time it is going to take in commute and when we should leave.
After an adventurous and tiring start to our IELTS exam journey, which is covered in the previous part of this video, we are finally in Pune for our computer-delivered IELTS exam.
We had our speaking test on Monday and all other modules the next day. We checked out our exam center one day prior and did some last-minute preparations. For us, we decided to converse only in English so as to even out the kinks and get in the flow for our speaking test. Also, solving at least one complete test helps you revise all the strategies you made during the course of your preparation.
After reaching your exam venue, we are asked to sign an online health declaration form and show our health status on the Arogya Setu app. It's a new step in these COVID times. You will be asked to scan a QR code, fill your details and hit the submit button. Soon a confirmation email will appear in your inbox saying you have successfully submitted the form. We have linked it down in the description if you want to check it out beforehand. It's compulsory to have the Arogya Setu app installed in your phone. Without this, you will be denied entry.
Thereafter, a locker will be allotted to you. Because no personal items are allowed inside the exam hall, keep all your belongings in the locker, including your watch, wallet and stationery. Everything is provided there, so no need to carry any of those in the first place. The final step would be signing the attendance register and getting your number tag, which you are supposed to wear at all times. After a quick temperature check, you will be brought into the next area.
One of the staff members would record your biometrics, that is right index fingerprint and face picture. Thereafter, you will check all your personal details printed on a piece of paper and countersign verifying everything is correct. Once that is done, you are all set for your speaking exam. There's a blue light outside the exam cubicle. Enter only once that is turned on. The staff is very helpful and will guide you each step of the way.
These were small cubicles with two chairs at the extreme ends and a transparent screen in the center. You will have a pencil and sanitizer on your side of the table, whereas the examiner will have stopwatch, question bank and marking sheet on the other side. You have to hold up your passport against the screen to verify your identity. Speaking section is divided into three parts. Part 1 is all about yourself, that is a brief introduction to know you better. Like where you work, how is the atmosphere at your work, do you use any advanced technologies, do you like watching stars, from where have you watched them, have you studied before about planets, which kind of place do you prefer for holidays, when are you planning to go next, etc.
I was asked about my job and also some discussion regarding wallets. Questions like, is it a good gift? When you got your first wallet? Have you ever lost a wallet? And so on were asked during this first part.
Part 2 is the talk, where you prepare using a cue card and then speak for a couple of minutes. For me, the topic was on films. Which film you liked watching? What was in that film? Why you enjoyed it? And how you felt after watching?
I was asked about large organization employing hundreds of employees. I told about my workplace.
Part 3 is all about some general topics concerning the society. Questions were based on part 2 topic, so the topic on film would continue in part 3. What kind of films do people prefer watching in your country? Difference between elderly choice and younger generation choice of film.
They asked me about retirement and should older people retire in order to make way for the younger ones. The level of employment in a big organization. It's a short 15 minutes exam.
For your written exam, the first entry steps are same. You don't need to fill the declaration again. Once you reach the waiting area, a staff member will come to brief you about the exam. Also, a presentation will be shown to you, making you aware of the software that will be used for the computer delivered exam. It will be a nicely synchronized exam experience where they will allot you seat number beforehand. As you enter the test lab, your identity will be verified using fingerprint scanner.
There's a passport shelf in the upper left hand corner of the cubicle where you are expected to keep your passport at all times. The invigilator would later verify it. Each module will be preceded by instructions from the staff members. There are no bathroom breaks allowed in between the modules. You have to take out time from the actual test and it does not make any sense. Make sure to use the loo before the exam. By the way, the washrooms were sparkling clean and up to the standards. Listening section was first, followed by an hour of reading, and I must say it was tougher than what we had practiced in the books. The exam concludes with the writing part. I got a letter to a friend recommending him a sports center. My essay was on some jobs are boring and what the employers must do in order to make them more interesting. I used 4 complex, 1 compound and a question type of sentence. Remember to use a variety of sentence structures while doing your writing section.
I got a letter on recommending a friend to your manager for the post of language translator. I was asked to write an essay on hiring professional help to take care of your elderly people in your home. Is it a positive or a negative development? Make sure you reach the specified word limit. That was all about our IELTS exam. See you in our next video. And if you love our content, please like and comment to let us know. Also subscribe to our channel in order to motivate us to keep making videos related to Canadian PR process.